Aloha, I'm Heather of Making Waves Web Solutions, and I think most of you already know that Elementor is pretty much my favorite plugin. So today I wanted to take you on just a quick tour of how you might build out a new page using the plugin Elementor. So I'm here in my Adventures in Botany dashboard, and I would like to make a new page. So I'm going to add a new page, and what I'm going to do is make a second option for a homepage. I'm not sure I'm happy yet with the kit homepage that I have. So I'm just going to try and build a new one. So I'm going to call it Home 2. I'm going to wait and do the SEO on this after I decide if I'm actually going to use it or not. So I'm not going to put that in just yet. And I'm going to hit Edit with Elementor. Okay, this is what a basic page looks like before it is built out. It's already got my header here, real simple header, and super simple footer. I'll probably add some things to that as time goes on, but for now they're very simple. So what I'm going to do is add a container, and in that container I will first put just a little bit of space because I like to have a little space between my I'm going to close out the navigator for the moment too, since I don't have anything going on here yet. The navigator, if you have a real long page, will take you to certain parts of the page, but I have nothing here to look at yet. So I want just a little bit of space here. And then I'm going to put in a heading. Space didn't take. Let's put the space above it. There we go. That's better. And we might say, welcome to Adventures in Botany. Okay, great. And now let's take a look back here at our container. And I am going to make an image be the background of this. So I'm going to go background type, and I'm going to choose an image. I think I want the one that has, oops, media library, not my files. I think the one where there's like dirt. I like that, the hands in the dirt. And I'm going to make sure I have alt text on that. It's gardening in soil. And it can be full there, but I don't want to see the arms, I want to see the bottom of it. So I'm going to go bottom center to where I want it to be. And I'm going to make in the layout a minimum height of, okay, so I might have to go center because it really looks funky that way. So if I go center, I think that's going to look nicer. Okay, and I can shorten that up quite a bit too. Minimum height can be more like 5. Okay, and then Adventures in Botany is clearly going to need to be a different color, and we want this to be an H1 tag, so it's bigger and bolder. I have to go in and change my styles a little bit too. I don't think I like that too much. Better, but it's still not great. I think I also want to play with that font a little bit more. Okay, I feel like I found a font that I like. Okay, I still might change it. I go back and forth about fonts all the time. I want this, there we go, to be a little lower. Okay. And I want to be able to add in 2 columns instead of just one, I can select a structure from this. And I think I want 2 equal columns here, so I'm going to go with that. Okay, and in this first one, I for sure want an image. Ooh, and I want a little space in between too here. Over here, we are going to do a headline and a text editor. Go, and we need space there too. Go, maybe a little more space. So, how much writing I have just yet? I need to think about what exactly goes there. And this image is going to be, oh, I was going to put tomatoes, but I don't think I have them in the media library yet. So I think I'm going to put my sweet potato harvest in here. It's going to take a minute to load. Okay, I got my sweet potato harvest going, so I'm going to go sweet potato harvest to make sure I have something in my alt text area. I'm going to select that guy, and he'll show up here. Just a second. That's a long picture, so I may want to crop a little bit of that from the top. We'll see. Ooh, and I need a little bit of space here. So what I'm going to do is click on the entire column and add a little space around the edges here. I'm going to add some margin on the, there we go, that's what I want to see. Down 0 for me, which is fine for the moment. And I don't know that I want so much gap on the side here either. So I think I'm going to change that just a little bit too. Sure, if I want this full width or boxed, I kind of can't decide between the two right now. I think we'll stick with boxed for now. Go. See if that's what I keep or not. I don't know. And then I don't have my description yet, but there's just kind of the beginnings of how you build out a page, and you keep going from there. You know, I'd add another container in, and maybe this time I'm going to do something like this and have image over here and text over here, that kind of thing. And you just essentially keep that going until you're finished, and then you can look at it in responsive mode and see how well it did in making things responsive on its own and what you have to tweak. So that doesn't look too bad for tablet. Now let's see about mobile. I kept this a pretty simple page, so it actually looks pretty good in mobile too, and I don't have to make too many changes. I might want to make this spacer smaller in mobile. This one as well. Those are the kind of changes that I typically make for mobile versus desktop, and otherwise it generally does a pretty good job with responsiveness. So I hope you've enjoyed getting a little look at Elementor and how it works, and I hope to see you in the website builder course soon.